with that, so good luck with that.
But what I'm saying is if it's a business license, if you make it a business license to operate, then they can't operate without that.
What are these trailers for, by the way? You said temporary trailers, what are
They're
they?
office facilities.
For like,
Yeah.
For oil and gas, like,
Yeah.
different, not well pads, but they might be running pipes or different things
Related
like that.
activities.
pipe yard.
Lay down yards.
Yeah.
Lay down yards.
Yeah, so they bring in an office trailer for a period of time, but the thing of it is though, is the town is unaware of what business is going on. If we at least know what's going on, then we can check on the earned income. You can call Keystone. Keystone would then at that point, when those businesses file their Pennsylvania taxes, that information comes down to Keystone. We can make sure that Keystone keeps up with their job of doing the local service tax. That is their job. But they only get the information from the state. I've spoken to Keystone at lengths about that. Their information comes down from the state. So when those companies fill out their taxes, that goes to Keystone, then Keystone is in charge of sending out the tax bills. And if Keystone isn't doing their job, this way, if we have a business license to have an idea of what's going on, then we would be able to keep more track of
What kind of
what's happening.
threshold that would require you to have a business license? You know, what makes you a business? What's gonna classify?
That's what, I mean, that's what we're,
I understand you have to pass an ordinance, but he's an attorney, has an office in his house, and he paid a business license.
I used to.
What I'm saying, if you do things like that,
Home
Home office.
The Avon lady, yeah,
So
whatever.
it's for everybody?
Yeah,
Everybody in the township?
yes,
Okay, no exceptions?
yes, I'm not, I mean, but it's basically so that way, it would let you have an idea then of what's going on.
So like if you have a business that like say you're renting to people and you don't turn the names in so that they can
The
get turned
township
on
can't,
into
the town,
to Keystone, how do you collect that EIT when you won't have people to cooperate?
I'm sorry, wait a minute, I didn't hear, I'm sorry, can you explain it again, Tammy? I didn't hear, I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
said if you have a business or you have rental property and you have tenants and you're supposed to turn the names in so that those names can get sent on to Keystone for the purpose that they do not own, but they're living here and they should be paying the EIT the same as all of us. And you have people that don't cooperate with that and turn the names into the township as they were asked to. And how then do you collect from those people?
Okay, so what happens is that we don't call Keystone. Keystone gets all their information down from the state. That's how they get their info of who's in here. There are tenants that if they are not actually make their domicile in Donegal Township, and their domicile is in another, and they work in another state, or, that's where they pay their taxes. It doesn't go on where they live, it goes on where they actually file their state taxes, and then the state sends all that information down to Keystone, and then Keystone then follows up with their taxes that they're supposed to send out. They also should be sending, then in turn, then we would be able to send down from the state to the local tax collector to make sure that they're filing.
Now-
That all comes down from the state.
Yeah.
with collecting names and information, one of the most
The
difficult.
town, the government's not allowed to keep a registry.
I'm just saying that when the township still has the occupancy ordinance, people fought that tooth and nail and don't.
Because the government can't keep a registry. You're not allowed to keep a registry.
Against the Constitution.
It's against the Constitution. The only
Well,
registry
there's-
that can be made is by state law. And when they made Megan's law, that's how that came about. That's why we can't take attendance
on
at
the
the
books,
meetings,
too,
because
right
you can't have people sign in because we can't take attendance.
It's always voluntary here.
I understand that, but I'm just saying, it's not, but that's the law. I can't change the law. You wanna change the law, then go talk to your senators.
I don't agree with your interpretation, I could be wrong.
You have 8 or 9 people living up in a house on Main Street at 29, you don't know when they're coming and going, how are you gonna keep up with them?
It's not our job.
It's not my job.
But who's
As
gonna
far
report it?
as for their
we're saying,
taxes.
You think the people on that property are gonna report, they got somebody coming in every other night?
That's not what that's
The
for.
property owners were supposed to turn names in
The
of who
township
was
can't keep a
renting,
registry.
so that we kept track. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Tammy, what?
They can't keep a registry. They can't keep a
So if you don't charge
registry of your
nothing, they're using our
individuals.
facilities for
I
nothing.
don't know the answer, man.
There were a lot of law sentences.
I'll listen to everything you're saying, but no, I don't know. I mean, I do know that Let's go back to the question at hand.
ahead.
We've diverted off the thing. The question is about the trailers and the $500.
Right, so I think what she's saying is to turn it into more of a business license fee, which,
But I think one thing we're missing, we're not exempting the well pads.
No,
would
the well
still-
pads would still stay.
the well pads would still
So
stay.
you're still gonna charge $500 for the trailers to the well pads?
Yes,
If they're all
Mobile
well
homes,
pads.
whatever you call them.
yes,
nowadays.
whatever they bring in, but currently Donegal is if somebody has a lay down yard and they're renting, if a resident is renting to a company and they bring in a trailer to run a business out of and they have pipes, they have trucks, they have whatever, Donegal has been charging them $500 a month.
I've got a question.
But you just sit there and said that it's illegal. Last year, when Doug made a comment about making 30,000, you said it's illegal to charge 500 at all, so why would you still charge the gas bill?
Only,
If
The
it's
oil and
illegal.
gas, they consider that to be that's almost like a nuisance thing that they give the townships. That's a Gary Sweat thing. That's his baby, that's what he likes to do.
Can't you trace these people down by their mail? Because even though those people in those trailers out there, they get mail every day.
But this is more of a business trailer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going back
This
to-
isn't, they're not living there, it's an office trailer or a job site trailer or
Yeah,
whatever.
but still they get mail at that trailer.
Oh,
But-
the company does probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, like I said, whenever I was a boss
Yeah.
and had a trailer, I got mail.
JD.
All right, I'll use me for an example, since you brought that up, okay? The tenants that I last had in there, they had an address established,
Excuse myself.
they got mail. They didn't use any public water, any public sewage, because I don't have it,
No.
okay? There's water on the premises, they didn't use it, they had porta johns, okay? And electric, there's, the pole that's there serves nobody else but that lot, period. So there's no common utilities or anything else. I pay real estate taxes on that property,
You paid your earned income tax.
damn right. I pay,
What
you know,
about the
I mean,
other
taxes,
ones, JD?
and I'm a property owner. What's that?
What about all the other ones though?
All other what?
That you say you don't have public, you don't. But the other ones that have public sewage and stuff that doesn't pay anything, what's it right for them to come in and use our?
They wouldn't, they would, if they
They have
have
a
water, sewage,
meter.
and electric, they have to pay their bills.
Yeah.
They don't
There's a
get
water
it for
meter.
free.
Yeah, but all the people working.
Let's go back to the point at hand.
It's the
I
company
don't
that,
understand.
anyway,
I don't, go ahead.
okay, so I pay real estate taxes on that property.
Yeah.
Okay? I rent it to them, they rent, a trailer from another company,
Yeah.
okay? And just for that example, the amount they were paying the company to rent the office trailer was less. The Donegal Township $500 a month was more than what they were paying to rent the office trailer. And that's
Okay.
The local tax.
ridiculous, that's
The court,
outrageous, that's price gouging, that's,
Okay, hold on.
no courts have held.
so if you can write law, if it doesn't mean that it means anything?
To them it does.
Can I ask one?
What's your point?
You rake $20,000 off from renting a trailer. You rake that off your taxes.
Which you still gotta pay it. So if you can write it off, it doesn't matter.
off.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway,
Is it necessary for you to, I mean, I know what your intent is and where you wanna go, and, would it not behoove you to look at it a little more thoroughly, and rather than make the decision tonight, a rash decision that you're not quite sure about, and carry it forward and
That's why this is here, so we can discuss it, and that's, so.
Well, I think think what Kathy's talking about, this is what I've said before. Whenever you look at assessing somebody a cost like that, $500 per month for a trailer, you have to look at it, what is the basis? What is the basis of the second-class township code and local tax enabling act? If there's no basis for it underneath the second-class township code, then the appellate courts have said they must view it in terms of the local tax enabling act. If it doesn't come within that purview, then it's considered to be illegal. I can tell you from what services, and when you assess a fee, and I know Mr. Teagard knows this as well as I do, when you assess a fee from something, you normally have to have, you just, say for instance, if you would issue a permit for a occupancy permit. You can't just charge $500 because the amount of services being rendered by the township is not commensurate with the fee. Because that would be, for lack of better terms, price gouging.
Mm-hmm,
And that's what you're saying.
yes,
And I know with the gas industry, what we do is, and I don't do that, I don't think we do that $500, at least I don't recall doing $500 a trailer on the site. But that's, if they're paying it, they're paying because they pay just.
it's a good
They
neighbor
don't
fee.
amount to nothing of what they're doing.
No, they're making big bucks off of it, okay?
Also, we can rob them as long as they
You
don't
wanna,
complain.
you wanna operate your township, or you wanna send all the police home?
So again, it's a revenue stream then.
That's right.
You gotta run it.
That's what you're saying,
You gotta-
which is unconstitutional.
Well, you gotta operate, you got profits, you got money there. You got money coming in, you got money going out. And if you can't balance that, then
If someone,
you
if
can't
they would,
balance it.
if they would challenge it, they would probably,
They would win.
they would,
You spin the wheel. Are they gonna challenge it?
no, they don't challenge because they realize that they want to keep good neighborly.
That's it.
But the issue is, if you're saying, so what are you gonna do, Kathy? You wanna basically do away with that outside the gas pad?
Yes. If we want to keep track of them, or we want to see, if you want to look at it from a safety standpoint, and the fire department's worried about what they might be doing if we came up with a form saying this is what we're doing, this is what, with a nominal fee, not $500 a month.
Well, why don't you do this? It's sort of like a transition.
Okay,
Why don't you put together something for the next meeting to
Okay.
discuss that, and then we can revisit this at the next meeting,
Okay.
like somebody said it today.
So just no action on this
Just
item.
put no action. Kathy, if you wanna put something together, but, I understand where you're coming from. And Mr. Teagard and everybody else understands where you're coming from also. Because if they would challenge you, you get your heads.
we will lose,
You would,
we will lose.
okay?
Okay. LSA projected allocation of, project allocation, $25,000 by March 1st, 2018.
Nathan Boytek called, and we have part of our municipal,
CDBG monies?
yes, we get money, and every year, so we were getting money when we merged, there was a merger incentive, that's gone, we're just gonna get our 25,000, but we have to name a project for him to put this money to, and it has to be done by March 2018. So there has to be some type of project.
When are you gonna get the money?
Whenever so you get the money whenever, this is going to be this year's, this is,
Allocation.
yes. So, but we have to name the project that it goes to.
Understand, I'm asking you, when are we gonna get the money?
You're saying you have to designate the project to get the
By
money?
March 1st.
By March 1st, yes.
Okay,
So
Can we hold the money and let it,
you have to
you,
choose the project.
you
No,
have to
you have to
state a
name the
project, and
project.
he would prefer not for the project to change and change and change.
Well,
You know what I mean, because that's work on him, which,
by year's end, you might need a police car.
well, I mean,
That's typically in a pack, nothing, things like that with it. And if you don't decide you wanna move it somewhere else, you can move it somewhere else.
so we could just say we're gonna designate it for a police car
Later on, you can change
and
it.
we can change it?
Well, I don't know about
We
that.
changed it.
But you can
LSA.
cover a police car with Act 13
They
and
just
really need the
use water
inline
money
monitoring
on
for the
building.
water.
we really need the
55
inline
years.
We got
monitoring.
75,000 in the bank account right now for water, at least we did have.
If I can
Go ahead.
interject, you're taking a hard
Like the water
approach to
authority.
that changing. Because a couple other places, they said you had to have a project done by a certain date. I'm just telling you what they're telling other people. So what she's saying is correct. It's a little bit different this year.
Okay, well, they could have changed the rules, that's.
Yes, he did, there was, so,
So why don't you come up with the project for next meeting?
For next meeting, we got till
Okay.
March 1st,
I
right?
did, again, it's something we all have to think
Okay.
about.
Please, Lord, don't let us have an executive session. Do we have need of an executive session?
Yes.
Can we do 19 and 20?
Can we do 19 and 20?
Yes.
Okay.
Is this for the secretary?
No, this is for.
This is a need to
possible-
set holiday dates when office will be closed per contract. New Year's Day, Good Friday, Memorial Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, Thanksgiving.
Okay, do you want me to explain this?
Yeah.
We said that we were gonna set them per the contracts. So I went in to look at the contract to make sure the dates so that we get this correct. However, we said contracts, we have police and we have road crew. The road crew takes Thanksgiving Day, and then they take the day after Thanksgiving, but the police take Easter. And what the contract read was, it's which days that we close the office. So I just need to make sure of the days. Are we gonna do the road crew days with the Thanksgiving Day and the day after? But the police had Easter on there, and they didn't have the day after Thanksgiving.
You know why? Because Easter is always a Sunday,
I
and the road
understand.
crew don't work on Sundays.
But the
But-
way,
And the road crew wants the Monday after Thanksgiving off, so they go
I-
shoot a deer.
but the way we made the motion, but the motion was made that we would be per contract. The contract states.
Well, aren't they
that it-
separate contracts?
They are, but the road crew's contract states on which the day the office is closed.
That's
The
day.
dates, the actual dates. It said the dates that the office is closed.
The office, Automatic Road, whatever the road is.
And that's fine, then that's what it says the
Okay,
dates.
so do we have to take some kind of action then?
I
or
just
not?
needed to verify that it wasn't
Okay.
with the police.
So
Okay.
you wanna make a motion, Rick?
Yeah, it's fine, then
It's up to you.
then I make a motion that the dates be set according to the road
Road
crew
crew.
contract
Not the police.
on the dates of the actual,
The office closes.
yes,
Is
Okay.
that your motion?
that's my motion.
Do we have a second?
I second the motion.
Doug,
Yes.
Kathy,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
I vote yes.
Yeah. 20, Claysville Area Business Association.
This came in to, I gotta stick it, see what, stuck it in the use.
What is it?
Sharon handed it to me at the end of the day. There is, do we wanna do that?
We encourage your participation by joining the business leaders in our community to promote Claysville and the Route 40 corridor as a destination location. Our area continues to grow. We want to help local businesses be part of that growth. They want money.
I think the last one I belonged to was Mr. Stout, and he paid his own dues.
He paid his, I'm secretary for that organization.
Uh-huh.
He paid his own dues
Yeah.
as his,
The greenhouse.
as his.
His business.
And
yeah.
actually, that is sent as, to you as a courtesy. There is no charge for
The
the
municipality to join.
municipalities.
Okay.
But it would be nice if you would send a representative to the meeting, which is the third Tuesday of every month at 8 o'clock.
Third Tuesday of every month at 8 o'clock.
In the morning.
Where? 8 o'clock in the morning?
8 o'clock in the morning.
At Main
What kind of
Street.
businessman is that?
You
Well,
want
He
eggs
works-
and
He
sausage
works
or what?
night, yeah, he works night.
well,
I just, because she wasn't sure, because it come in and.
Where does it, where are the meetings?
they're at Main Street Cafe.
At the cafe, okay. So that's really just for informational purposes only then, right?
Yeah.
She
Okay.
just, like I said, she handed.
How many businesses show up there, Kathy?
How many business are members or how
Yeah,
many?
how many are active in that meeting?
Well, not as many as we would like. We have about 35 members. actually.
Okay, you guys can
I
continue
wasn't
this while
aware.
we're in executive session
No, no,
if somebody
please.
makes a point.
Wait, Marcy
Talk to
needs
you real
something.
quick.
What?
Okay, we did the tax collector's
Oh,
audit.
She
You
gave-
guys all have this paper, you have an official copy.
I do?
We figured
She gave
since
me
this
one
is
that
the
was
first
signed.
time in 24 years that a tax collector was leaving her post, that you would want this information quickly. So we presented it to you today, so Tammy Molson is tax collected within a penny. If you want us to spend, if you wanna spend $10 an hour for us to find that penny, we'll happily do it, but we don't wanna do it.
Nope.
Nope.
I'll donate the
That's
penny.
probably one of them because it goes out 4 places.
Yeah. This is the letter saying what we did.
She, and she gave me
Second
a
sheet
signed-
is the QuickBooks record for the township. Third sheet is Tammy's record for her report for us. Fourth is there was a difference of $7.60. This is the picture of the document of where that $7.60 came into play.
Okay,
All right, thank you very much.
thank you.
Thank you for doing a timely audit.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. Apparently, if we need executive session, somebody needs to make a motion.
For executive session, what, personnel or litigation? Personnel.
Personnel,
So you make a motion to go to executive session for personnel purposes.
yes.
I need a second to that.
I make the motion,
You made the motion.
yeah.
Okay. Second.
Second.
All right, everybody in favor?
Doug?
I'll vote yes, but I'm not in favor.
Me neither.
Kathy?
Mike?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Are you voting? Are you voting? Voting.
Yeah.
11:14.
11? Oh my God, it's bedtime. Do I need anything?
No, I don't actually.
Get my pen.
Sorry, man.
Hey, Mike, since the real estate stuff is done, I don't know if you and John would be available like tomorrow evening.
We were informed, we were informed we were not allowed to get it.
Who said that?
We were not legally allowed to come get it because you're your own entity. I'm just going by what I was told.
Okay, so they'll come get it then? I mean, I went to Kathy's house, Ed and I went to Kathy's house 24 years ago and got it. So is Tammy and her husband supposed to come?
I'm assuming that, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm assuming. That's what I was told, that we couldn't legally do it.
Okay.
That was, actually Chief told me that, so
Okay,
I'm just going,
that's fine.
And that's one of them.
You think he left it? He came in yesterday. Oh, he came in last week.
You gotta let him in.
Oh, against that little post.
Years ago, not so today. That's what I'm talking about. Not so today. All they care about is giveaway. Yeah. I can't believe. Free lunch give out here. That's not right. You work every day. Give somebody that won't.
Yeah, they would. Hey, I just presented a short story of that.
And my God,
The best way I can explain that is, it goes back to the people don't know they're stupid. Because if they did realize it would be smart.
Do you think I'm kidding you? Roger,
Because
yeah.
Nobody just makes it. But I But you can't take anything, they don't make it go for that. They don't make anything for that. Well, they actually, they do. It's in the Bible, it says, "If you have a good thing, I will give it to you." So you have to be smart enough to handle it. That's the truth. Just like he was arguing. When you can write it off, you have to make sure to be able to write it off. But that's above you. You'll get it. Anybody can write something off if they're making millions. But if all you're making, if you're making $100,000, you have to spend $30,000 a year for your regular. That's a big life.
That's what I'm talking about. Right. Like I said, out there doing jobs. I had to learn training now. Still there the next day. I wouldn't
I wouldn't have been able to talk to him. I'd have been gone, they'd sent me right out the gate. But these well, I'm gonna tell you something. The only reason
Find something for him to do. It's not
those
right.
people
Find something for him to do.
and
To take time, I mean, I've got shit I needed to get,
I'm not back, you know. Look what you done. And that's the only reason I do, because I'd rather be attending my own business. And, I can turn on, if I don't have to put it on, I don't have to worry about it. Cowboys, I can watch Cowboys. If I want to go feed the cows, I can go feed the cows. You know, but I don't wanna have oh, they, I'm telling you.
Awful mess.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And
I was back there.
that's me. That's the only thing I'm here.
Not an hour.
Yeah, when we run to
She's still on the computer. She won't know if I get the computer, I just go on the police. We're all going to where you want to take that computer out. And actually get it. Computers in the office. John's computer is be on there one day. I guess you're going to find out. No access. But anyway,
I'm sorry. I'm not the smartest person in the world. But when out there at Tron, when I started there, we had like a PLC 3. And then they upgraded to PLC 5. And I'm telling you, it took everything I could do. To work the lines, standing there, trying to work with them. Get in here, we have to put a force on the place. Oh, you can't believe what you do. And that there, and I make, honestly, I went out there today, I couldn't even do it because I've been 15 years retired. And if you don't walk, you're through this experience, and them guys training. Thank you. All right. Hey, good talk to you. Yeah. Well, that's tomorrow night. See, they always had it on Wednesday, now it's tonight, so maybe we good.
Just like a day or two before I left. Okay. Not only that.
I hear the waters, and I hear the birds go down there, which things.
You think I really want to
Every
do what I
morning,
said?
yeah, but he don't. Today, go up there, to look, I said, here, I said, where's your hearing aids? I forgot. So how you gonna know what the doctor says? He looked at me, he said, that's your taking, that's why you're taking it, because you're gonna listen to the doctor. I'm like, you're right. You're right. It is. Yep. Yeah, I miss, Mom, you know, at first, Mom passed away. It was kind of later, not so. Every day I take them to my computer. And each day, like, we have a picture of us in here. I said, there's one for myself. I looked at it, it's tougher. Now things slow down. Now you can say about it, it's the past time, things like it gets tough. When you see him walk out the hallway, he slides down, and I'm like, stand up something like this, and that's when I can tell he's gonna be fine. He's gotta get the medicine because he's not good.
Well, you can't,
Feeling this one.
you may like, where's your big stick? Where's your big stick? Just a stern up. You know, the way I explain it, you know? No. Sorry for those people. I'm telling but it's okay. When they're done, this will be right.
Anyway,
I just can't.
Go ahead.
What's right and what's wrong. But you don't understand, she's been through it. I understand where you're going. He's right on money. You'll do no good. You can't, I can tell that man, you know what's gonna get you. But you just gotta help them. You can't fix people.
finally.
I really think you could quit. Everybody thinks I'm wrong. I'm gonna have to feed two people steak dinner right now.
I don't think he's smart enough. He thinks he's gonna screw himself. That behavior, all he's here for is be mean.
I've been praying for him. I'll see if it's working out.
Your tooth fell out. Yes, she told me. Hey, if you get, if you have your own business, you have your own job. Okay,
So I'll be able to.
because I just have a cow, and I'm leaking in my hands.